everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious homemade chocolate cake that is so crowd pleasing, so moist, it will be your favorite cake from here on out, I promise. So, the first step that we're going to do, you take a cup of water and to that we add 1 cube of butter. Put this in the microwave and boil those together for about 2.5 to 3 minutes, either 2.5. While that is boiling, your next step is to have a 1/2 cup of buttermilk, and to that we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And you mix those together and you want to let it sit for a bit, so I do it right while the water and butter are cooking. Stir it around, and you'll see that the buttermilk will react with the baking soda and kind of grow. And this is, I think, such the key step for what makes this cake so moist and delicious. If you don't have buttermilk, you can easily add a 1/2 tablespoon of lemon juice to whole milk, and then that will be the same as buttermilk. So if you don't have buttermilk on hand, but you have regular milk and lemon juice, you can create your own. So make that first, let it sit for a little bit, and then add the baking soda. Okay, so those 2 steps are done, and we're going to start just doing all the other ingredients and making it. So we're going to do 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, get those mixed, and this is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Then we're going to add in our cocoa powder. And for this cocoa powder, I'm using the Gerkens GR76. And I love this powder because it provides just the right amount of smoothness, but it's bold, it's intense, it has those bittersweet notes that I love from dark chocolate. So Gerkens 76, it's one of my favorites. You can find Gerkens 76 here in the United States on Amazon. It's available on Amazon. In the Philippines, it's relatively new and not as available in many places, but you can get it by clicking on the link that will be included with this video down below. Okay, water and butter are done. So you see it's boiling. We're going to add that to the dry mixture. This is a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 2 eggs, and the last is 3/4 cup of vegetable oil. So now we're just going to add the buttermilk and baking soda mixture. It's super easy, not much harder than what you have to mix for a box cake, but the taste is a million times better. I'm using a 9x13 pan. You can use 2 round pans and make it a double layer cake and put maybe a filling in between the 2 layers, like a raspberry filling or another chocolate filling, like a chocolate ganache filling. For this cake, I'm actually going to do a chocolate ganache frosting on the top when it's done. Okay, it's just about perfect. Then we just pour it into the pan. Right, it's ready to go in the oven, 350 for 40 to 45 minutes. Again, you want to check it with a toothpick, and then we will come back. We're going to let it cool for a little bit when it is done, and then we'll frost it with our chocolate ganache frosting. I've got 1 cup of heavy whipping cream that you add to the saucepan, and you let it just get almost to boil. You don't want the whole thing boiling, but just until the edges, as you can see here, if you come in here closely, it's already starting to sizzle around the edges. So we're just going to let it cook a little bit more so that it gets fully heated but not quite to boiling. Then we're going to, over here, we have our chocolate that we'll put in the bowl. And then once the heavy whipping cream is ready, we just pour it on top of the chocolate, and then we'll mix it for about 4 minutes, and that will create our frosting. Finished product is a beautifully delicious chocolate cake with chocolate ganache frosting. It's going to be amazing. It's so good and so moist and delicious, everything about it. I love the Gerkens GR76. It just has the right amount of bold, intense flavor. It's sweet, it's bitter, it's everything that you love in a dark chocolate. So again, for US, you can purchase it on Amazon. In the Philippines, you can get it at MCG Trading, or you can click the link below this video. Hope you enjoy.